I was really trying to get into Dawntrail last night, but it was just going on and on and on and on. And I'm like, am I ever going to actually get into this expansion? So I ended the stream last night without actually sailing into Dawntrail. I really don't have a lot of time this morning to be on, but I figured I'd go live just so that you guys could at least watch me get into Dawntrail. So let's do this. My story, well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ram, the first Eorzean to set foot in Chiral almost 80 years ago. The Mamuja leader is said to have welcomed Ram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, popotos, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revelation. The tales say Ram returned to Chiral several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he has never been heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is a testimony to the ocean's peril. I see you in Eorzea before, you great and famous hero. Gah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but when more Eorzeans come into Chiral, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of us warband have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Chirali both. If this is your first time crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as these over yonder. Consider this, it is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain class. Mikote, the Hetsroro, the Horthgar, the Xeral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind you, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay, that's cool. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets onto who will be sat next to the Durham servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the rights of succession. Your young Wuklamat being one of them, of course, but from what Mamoja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Oh. Gotta do my signature dance. I hate that week I can't dance when I'm facing people. I have to look like this. Oh, this will be my first visit to Terral. Forjuntain's the name, and I've been working at Estane's Aesthetics in Uda, you see, but my employment with them, came to an end. That's why I visit Charlian in hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn server welcomes all regardless of origin, and so the Tulirolao seems to be a perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Aw. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan name. We should have Wikwamat and Erenville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little bit chilly up here on deck. Let's gather in the cabin. Ba, ba, ba.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
Ew.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick.
See, she needs to learn to admit that she has weaknesses.
I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erenville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many of you ever live there?
The Shitona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Bunny hopping, huh? Papa was a rolling bunny. Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Come, we should lend what aid we can. I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since.
Wow.
The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Woklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress.
She tried. Bless her heart.
By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Want me to tell?
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Three
Enjoying
tragedies.
yourself
Thank
for
you
a
for the
change?
follow.
There, look at my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
Oh.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Welcome to America. Finally. It only took me 3 years to get here. Welcome back, Trauma. Finally walking into the next expansion. Oh my gosh. It's supposed to be a graphical update, so I can't wait to see that. And I'll be back on cam in a few days. Some days I feel like being on cam, some days I don't, you know? It's a lot of pressure. It was like Mexico. Totally understand, same here. Thank you.
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulishoral are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in
Happy
Eosia.
Friday. How am I doing today? I'm doing alright. I take my daughter to work in like 45 minutes. I figured I'd get a quick stream in. Then I gotta go do adulting, grocery shopping. I'm about to make some stuffed shells tonight, so I gotta get some ingredients for that. My thing is, why are we taking boats when we have like aircraft? We have literally like airships. We're going to the moon. We're doing all this stuff. How come we're still using a boat to get to places?
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...
Yeah, we're illegal aliens about to get deported.
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuli Yolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Sir, promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course. Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
At least they're doing their jobs.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
Are you coming?
I bid you welcome to Tulishoral.
Tell them they look like a big soft kitty cat, right? She does. Oh my goodness. Well, despite the storm's effort to the contrary, we're here, safe and sound. Goodness, wow. A nice little XP boost. Oh, I totally forgot what it said. I didn't even read what it said. I'll watch the VOD. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'll take it. Right then, first things first. I'm still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of secession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. And then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha, we were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found herself some new followers then. Followers? Wook, are you unwell? Of course she isn't. No, not at all. I couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I recruited them to help me win the rite of secession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much more when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. I want to see what the siblings are like. The siblings sound like jackasses. They do have a point. Wook is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person in her station, surrounded by this many outsiders, is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean, technically? I suggest we move in two groups as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. See, you and Crow can come with me. Oh, I'm definitely going to attract attention. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. The voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wooklam's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Do something else. I can already tell she's gonna be such a handful. I'm fine now, really. I can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as that we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Erinville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see too many ships moored at the dock. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats and barges ferrying cargo up and down the river from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from Dawntrail, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Okay, so now we gotta... Yarp. Okay, so we gotta get from here to there. We gotta go touch that crystal. Touch it. Touch it good. Dum, 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 dum. This is Bayside Bevy, Turliola's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares goes directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Oh, right. I should mention here that in Tuliola, we buy things with Pell. a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wuchu Menki. Wait, Wuchu Meki, another market to the east of here. But that could wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit. Then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay, let me go touch this thing. Nope. Well, you know what? I feel like we're gonna eventually... Yeah, wait. Never mind. I do actually have to go this way. I would totally live in a place like this. Like, this place is gorgeous. What do you think of it, huh? Goodness me, you have Aetheris and Tuliyulo. I think I told you before, but my brother, Koana, spent 3 years studying in Charlayan. Loving the vibes in that place, right? It's colorful, it's beautiful, everyone looks happy. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of Aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once. Had one built immediately. Did you do the tuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Dawntrail. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way. That's the headquarters for the Lands Guard. Okay, let's go touch it. Okay, now I gotta get to, wait, hold on. There's like a speech bubble right there, so I'm guessing I have to go that way. I think she said go down and then to the right. Not sure. We'll see. I like the music. The music in this game is wonderful. Have you ever played Final Fantasy, Trauma? If you're interested, let me know so I can give you a referral. You can play the game for free up until like level 60, I think. I wonder if they've increased the level cap. But and I think up the first 3 expansions, I mean, they give you a lot of free content. We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though, the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Nice. Trudging up and down these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now why Wuklamot gets her endless endurance. That's true. Okay. You never played it, but you may be interested? Oh, shoot. Let me get you a code real quick. I should pin it, though, you know? Hold on, let me grab it from the MOG station. Dum, 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 dum. I gotta remember how to refer people, actually. Accept. Friend referral, where are we? Issue recruitment code. Here we go. Invite a friend to join you on your adventures of Final Fantasy. Recruitment code. Here we go. Each recruitment code may be used to invite one friend. Okay, so you can only invite one friend every 3 hours. Damn. Invite via line. What is a line? Hold on, let me see what this means. Mail. Email recruitment code. Okay. I just want to see if it's gonna give me like... Oh my goodness. I want to see if it gives me like a link or something. Okay. You know what? We're not gonna do all this. I'm just gonna give you the code, okay? One friend every 3 hours, but what if you're properly exactly? But you know what? It makes sense because this is the recruitment code that it gave me. Let me see how you even download FFXIV and use recruitment code. How do I enter my recruitment code? Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Final Fantasy XIV Recruit a Friend campaign. Recruit a friend now within Mark Station. Okay, well. How do I enter my recruitment code? I'm just gonna give you this link because they really are a little particular, I guess. Sometimes when I post things, it doesn't. Okay, good. It's right. It's working properly. You're welcome. Hopefully that works. Let me know if you have any trouble. But yeah, the game. Let me tell you what you get when you play the game. Play Final Fantasy for free. Because everything changes a lot with each new expansion for free. Okay, free trial. Join over 30 million adventurers and begin your new. It can join over 30 million players worldwide. With the extended free trial, new members can embark on an unforgettable adventure all the way to level 70. Okay, so 70 now with no restrictions on playtime. And then it says you get to adventure through 3 award-winning games for free. You get to do Realm Reborn, Heaven's Sword, and Stormblood. That pretty much takes you through halfway through the whole storyline. You can choose your favorite race and make your own character. The free trial has 16 different jobs to pick from, including some of the fan favorites from throughout Final Fantasy history. And it gives you everything that you need. So this is like the breakdown of what you get for the free trial. There is a lot, trust me. I played probably the first 8 months before I I played like 8 months for free before I actually signed up because I wanted to make sure I really liked the game before I actually devoted my money to buying everything. See, I didn't even know you could play Final Fantasy XIV on the Mac. Wow. See, I wasn't really into like gaming up until the pandemic, you know. So, and I thought you had to have like a gaming PC and everything like that. And I had a Mac. I've always had Macs. I don't know if people know, but way back in the day, PCs used to suck. Like Windows-based PCs, in my opinion, used to suck. Okay, like they didn't last for very long, and it was just a horrible experience. So I invested a lot in Apple. But now Apples to me are kind of obsolete when it comes to like gaming. They're good for a lot of things, but gaming is not one of them. So do yourself a favor, if you wanna game, do not get yourself a Mac. You never liked Macs? I like them for what they offer. They're just not good for gaming. And I see them trying to compete now, but at the same time, it's like I don't think that their processors are strong enough to be gaming on. And yeah, you can do like, there are programs that you can install on your Mac where it'll like do a partition and create like a Windows install on your Mac, but that's too much trouble. Just get yourself a Windows-based PC. Use Mac for what they're good for. Wow. This is the top of the pyramid? Beautiful. Look at that. This has to be Mexico. Because... wow. Look at this. You say that as you grind your teeth typing on your work computer for money? Is it a Mac? Like, I remember being in school and like in elementary school, and we had like Windows-based computers in the computer lab. We had one single Mac, you know, an Apple, a Macintosh, as they used to be called back then. And everybody wanted to get on it, and the teachers would make it like a treat for you to get on the Macintosh computer because there was only one, right? And it was just so cool. We're like, look, everything is on the opposite side. Not making it, it was literally a treat. You felt like hot stuff being able to use the Mac while everybody else was on the Windows-based PC. Like, ugh, not even Windows. What was it back then? Yeah, it was Windows. We had those Dell computers. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliyollal and preserving this peace. The Lands Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. Until at least 3 years ago, when Zeral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor, and it means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. So the first promise is her brother. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alpha Note and Alizé should be around here too. Come on, it's time I showed you to the Skygate. It's right at the northern end of the Talon March. North, she says? Okay. Did I touch this one? Yeah, I did. I think I have to go back up. Yes, and I remember another thing we used to use as a treat. So I think it was a 3rd grade. We used to have a projector, right? And if you did like really well all week and you got, you know, good marks on your work, you got to take the projector home. And I would probably get it like maybe once a month, right? And you got to take it home through the weekend. So just imagine some 3rd grader that probably weighs like 70 pounds at the most, 65 pounds, hauling this big ass projector home. I tell you, that thing weighed like 25 pounds. That's a lot for a kid. And it would come with like these little slides that you could watch. But we hauled it home. Hauled it back on Monday. Boy. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants. The Yokhui had to use your whole body weight as resistance to carry, for real. Like, and you had a backpack on your back too. It was like you had to balance it. You got your backpack. 'Cause remember, they used to make us carry every single book, and our books were like 8 by 11 and like 2 inches thick. Yeah, you had to carry every single book back and forth every day, and they gave us a massive amount of homework. And on the other side is an equally massive bridge. They were built by giants. Wow. Strictly speaking, Chiral is actually 2 separate continents. Chiral, the southern lands of the mother, and Zakchiral, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. So this is South America. This is South America. And North America is Zakchiral. That's what I'm getting from this. Legend says that it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, Pangea, the 2 gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating, it split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zordiak. If you actually look at all the continents, if you put them together, they fit almost perfectly. You know, given the thousands and thousands of years of erosion and stuff like that on some of the coasts. But they fit, though, like, So many things make so much sense. That's why everyone from the 90s grew up tough. We did grow up tough, man. I was drinking out the water hose, and there used to be this little flower we used to go pick, and it had like this the oh, what are they called? I forgot what part of the flower is, but you could suck on them and it was really sweet. I can't remember what the flower was called. We used to eat all sorts of stuff that probably like clutch your pearl they're eating now. But getting back to Zactoral, those lands are also part of the Tuliolo nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the people of the two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tiral have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to the myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace that he built. This is reminding me right now of House of the Dragons. I don't know if you watched that, but basically, yes. Rhaenyra's father was king for a long time, and he was very peaceful. Everybody was at peace. And he died, and he named her Hair, but she's a woman, so then all these people are mad that she's a woman. How can she be the ruler of the nations? And so they basically usurped her crown, and she's fighting to get it back, but she doesn't want to fight. She wants to take her crown peacefully, you know? But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. She's not paying me any attention. Crossing the bridge to Zactoral requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll have to wait. That water hose water was 90 hot, tasted like water from the top of the Himalayas. It was so delicious. Woo! Making my mouth water. The fact that we all sucked off the same water hose. It'd be like you and 10 kids, like, let me have some, man, hurry up. I never put my mouth actually to the water hose, obviously. I just let the water flow between my lips. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, the travel permit is yours. Like, can you imagine just sitting there with the water hose? Like, I feel like kids of today would probably stick the whole water hose in their mouth. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolo is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Yay, we got a new weapons coffer. Okay, let's open it. Did I open it on my wait, what level is my bard weapon? It's 640. And this is 645. Is it worth it? I'm gonna save this for another character. Did I? Yeah, let's just use it. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. We got a Lar longbow. Let's equip it. Oh, that looks good. Not bad. You don't know, everybody's got a phone nowadays, and going viral from that would be ruin them. Like, this 14-year-old sucked water right out of the water hose. Wow, that's the kind of stuff they like going. That's the kind of stuff they like going viral for. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, so Final Fantasy has an amazing glamour system. So if you have an outfit that you like, that, you know, you want to put on, you know, like right now I'm feeling this bikini and this bow, right? You just basically create yourself a glamour plate. So I have plenty of glamour plates. This is like, for my character, my race, this is the default outfit that you start the game with. This, you know, Victoria's Secret model look. The best of armor, of course. And then you can like make your own little glamour place on what you want. Like, this was one of my favorite looks for a while. Yeah. This is one of my favorite looks for a while. So you can go in, you can do it like impromptu too. Like, you don't have to like be in your, usually you go into like a hotel room and you can go to like the little dresser and make your thing. You can also just do it from here. Like if you're just standing in a place and you want to look a certain way, you can change the way you look like this. But yeah, I have a bunch of glamour places. Sometimes I just feel like, you know, looking different, and I will pop on whatever I want to wear. Now there is a caveat. The caveat is that you have to be in that class. So like, let's say for this example, this is a sage dress. I can't wear this because I'm not a sage. So if I'm a, I want to say you have to be a caster to wear this. So if I'm like a sage or maybe the painter, I can wear this. So it has to be the same class. So if there's an X, it means that it's for another job. But yeah, for the most part, you can wear anything. You can create a whole bunch of different looks and have fun with it, you know. So I'm still wearing the stats of the bow that I have. It's still technically the bow that I just opened, but it looks like my big giant butterfly bow instead. I will say though, the mount system is awesome, but for me, the mount system in Guild Wars 2 is the best out of any MMO, in my opinion. Don't Final Fantasy people don't come for me. We'll head west next towards the Arc of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on its way. I love the word dirigible. You have dirigibles too? Tuliyola certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of the area, let me know and we'll continue on. What would you do to make it better in here? Honestly, like the mount system works for what it's intended, but like if you just fly, you know, that's just it. You fly in a straight line. Whereas on Guild Wars 2 and like World of Warcraft, for example, you can do all sorts of fun little tricks on your mount. Like you got your barrel roll, you got your like, you got your zoom, you got all that stuff, right? And like what other mount beats the Griffin on Guild Wars 2? Nothing. You know, the closest to it is probably the dragon riding in World of Warcraft. So in Final Fantasy, the flying is just very simple. You just fly from A to B, that's it. There's nothing fun you can do on your mount. The Arc of the Dawn is on the other side of the city. So speak up if you see something that interests you as you walk. Yeah, so just, and I mean like you can even like on your mount on Guild Wars 2, you can make it hop, right? You can bounce, you can like soar, you can do all that. Like there's none of that here. Have I tried Throne and Liberty yet? No. Did I already touch that one? Yes, I did. I think I need to go touch this one, and this one. So that's usually my first objective, is to go touch everything. So I can travel faster. So yeah, so Guild Wars 2 is definitely top for mounts. Final Fantasy for me is number one for doing your transmogs and just, you know, the fashion, the end game of every game. You're still trying to decide whether you like mounting in that one. Mostly because you don't mount, but you transform. So wait, you turn into the mount? I'm still struggling to conceive how one would construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of a Yokoi temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Dawntrail to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. Wow. Yeah, I don't know if I would like that either. There's something cool about collecting all the mounts. I think there's like 400 mounts in this game. After the Yokoi withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Chirel. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll pass through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliyola. We'll climb these stairs here all the way up. Okay, she is going to take me away from my objective. I'm going to go down and touch all of these things real quick. So yeah, there's plenty of things that you can collect in this game too. You got your mounts, you got your, I don't have a lot of mounts because I haven't been playing for very long. This game is what, 10, 11 years old? But there's like, I don't know, like how many minions you can have. Like little, cute little creatures that fly around with you. You know, I'm very partial to this cute little butterfly. They don't do anything, they're just cute. And then you got like mounts galore. I only have 22. Okay, but there are hundreds of mounts. Oh, and in this game you get a chicken. And your chicken is called a chocobo. And your chocobo is the only mount in the game that it will actually fight for you too. Oh, I gotta feed my chocobo an onion. He leveled up. Uh-oh. Number 22, only 22 is wild. So your chocobo is a giant chicken that fights with you. So he can fight you, he can fight with you, he can heal for you. Like if you're in dire need of healing, he will heal you. Or she, whichever one you prefer. You can make it whatever you want. But yeah, that's the only mount in the game. But at least it serves a purpose. It will fight with you. You can train it to get stronger. Oh, that's a good idea. Pull out my, it's raining. Let's pull out this umbrella. And the travel system is pretty cool. You just touch where you want and you pay. Most of the time it's free if you're going from here to one of these little things. And get you where you need to get to. Now I need to find... I want to get to here, so let's go down. Probably have to call it in a second though. I gotta take my daughter to work. But I got to walk into Dawntrail, which is my whole goal. The umbrella's a nice touch. Yeah. I forgot I even got that, but... Oh, it came with one of my outfits. It came with this one. It came with this one. Okay, let's see. I think there's one more. Okay. Nope. There's one where we're going too. I think I already touched that one. So I might be able to just travel to it. Can I jump over here and swim? Oh. I don't know if you like fishing in games, but there's a bunch of different jobs you can do as well. You got all your jobs that are fighting, of course. And then you got your crafting jobs. And my favorite is fisher. I love fishing in games. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I just find it very soothing. Alright. You know what? Let's go this way. Let me see. Let's explore more. Wow, look at that guy up there beating on drums. Yeah, this is definitely... Hey Bearded, how are you? I finally walked into Dawntrail. Aren't you happy? Zoom right by me? Wait, what? What, are you here? Oh, whatever. Oh, you mean figuratively in real life. Wait, you're still in Endwalker? Aw. That's so sad. Can I just slide down this way and just slide? Whee! Bonk! On these stairs. You're not in Dawntrail yet? Oh, what an epic conclusion. I can't wait. Black Mary Poppins would have the ability to actually fly. Okay, let me see. I've accessed everything now. Now I can just take this one right back. Hershey Poppins. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all of Yuktaral clan. Momoja, Zerbral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have the Tonawanta, Hetsaro, the Shatona, who moved south from their ancestral land in Zaktaral. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Taral. A true representation of Tuliyolal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. Yeah, that's a sentence. It's also beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we'll continue down the stairs. Game looks good. The huge drum, where is it? Right there. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the land's guard returned from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and I ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, and let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. Oh, snap. You know it's serious when you get held out upside. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would none even use to beat such an instrument? A bat? This is a nice little tour. Hope I'm not giving you spoilers, Bearded. But you know what? You chose to be here. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you only find balloons in Tuliyolao. We have them for the exact same reasons as the etherics. Kawana bought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. That was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. So basically, they don't fly yet, but they're learning. Okay, but that's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. Okay, so I guess we get to see her house now. I mean, her palace, and she's a princess and all. Can I touch this one? I don't remember. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Look at the alpacas. Hershey Poppins is sending me. I keep looking back. This is it. The Ark of the Dawn. When the giants were still here, it was known that Yuktaral Landgate as the Yuktaral Landgate. But when Papa founded Tuliyolao, everyone began using his present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozama Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the rite of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamukata, the name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Alpacas? Those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. They look adorable. Fearsome, they look quite pleasant to me, exactly. Well, she's a cat, so you'll learn soon enough, Cryo. They will spit in your face. They really will. Oh, but forget about the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Head nod. Alright, I think it's best that I actually stop it here because I have to take my daughter to work and then I have to go to the store. So let me see what you have in store for me. Look no further. Need a ride. Hire a pocket porter. Oh, okay. So you can like, alright. Talk to her. That's all that matters. Okay, so yes guys, I will be back later. I have to go take her to work and go to the store, so thanks as always for tuning in even though it was a short stream. Ciao for now.